Ladies and gentlemen, get ready as these guys go into the restart zone. Travis Manning on the gas across the start-finish line, side by side with Rob Collier as they go into turn one. It is still a side-by-side battle between these two. Maybe a little bit of speed on the outside at the beginning of this race as Rob Collier continues the battle on the outside, going into three now.
Yeah, we're still side by side here through 3 and 4. Collier is not going away on the outside, still battling hard to take the lead here on the first lap. But it's going to be Travis Manning leading the first lap, and they're going to stay side by side heading into turn 1 and 2 now.
Side by side, no longer. Travis Manning holds on to that P1 position. Tim Henderson get a little sideways back there. As these guys continue to duke it out, we're going to go back to this side by side battle. This is for P3. Javon Thompson on the outside. Tim Henderson on the inside. Javon clears him now going into turn 1, but Tim's going to shove it in there deep. They're now still side by side. Tim grabs the apron. He's sideways. Does he save it? He does. On the back straightaway. Stephen Down spins out too. He makes contact with the inside. Andrews on the struggle a little bit here. We got Barkham now making that pass as well. Andrews losing 2 positions in 1 corner. There might be something going on with that number 75 car as we see a little bit of a battle here between the... Oh, that's Javon Thompson. He was all the way up in P3. He gets loose off of turn 4. Kobe Jordan now is up to P3. Matt Yost puts himself in P4. Tim Henderson, that is your top 5 with Rob Collier and Travis Manning still out front.
Yeah, you see George Oaks there went to the outside. He was really struggling. I think he got the wall there in the backstretch. Sends it in here to turn 1. 4-wheel slide there by George Oaks. Oh, Tim Henderson's around on the backstretch. Nicholas Pressey was involved. Whoa, what happened there? That was crazy. Yeah, this pace that Travis Manning is putting on is just unrelenting right now. Now he's to the rear bumper here of Stephen Dowden and Tim Henderson. We've seen them have their issues early in this race, but the battle for P4 is heating up here. As now Bellum's to the inside of Matt Yost. We're side by side here off of turn 4. They're still side by side across the line. Can Bellum make this pass? He's going to have the preferred line here down into turn 1. Matt Yost just sent it. Oh, Maddox is in the wall. There's a lot going on right now.
Let's see what happened between these two cars. Just lost it off of turn 2. So did Daniel Maddox. Big contact with the inside wall there for the 09. Some good contact on the 68 as well. And green flag out in the air. Travis Manning gets a great restart over Rob Collier as now they go into turn 1. The 99 car just continuing to take off. But if we look back here, Scott Bellum is really challenging on the outside of Matt Yost. He's already got the 080 of Kobe Jordan behind him. These guys are going to duke it out for that P5, P4, P3 position. As Scott Bellum edging out in front of Matt Yost, coming across the finish line and into turn 1 now.
Off of turn 4, Matt Yost is sliding backwards. These guys are finding pace. Oh, and Andrews goes around on the front stretch. Oh, does he save it? Oh, it makes some wall contact down there. Is the caution going to fly? It doesn't look like it. We're still green here off of turn 2. Yeah, now it looks like Barkham's still up on the outside. Matt Yost is going to go to the outside. He saw the outside prevail over him earlier. Oh, is there? You see George Oaks in the background. Eats some wall. I think Maddox went to the inside wall. Big contacts here. Bumper covers are flying. Big contact here on the backstretch. Oh, that's big broke. Look at the left front on that car. That thing is broken.
Yeah,
see if he can limp this thing back around. Oh, that thing will turn. Oh, he's going to get right in the outside wall.
Oh.
He's gonna it looks like we're gonna stay green though, right?
That is Travis Manning completing lap 65. Coming up to halfway here, 10 more laps till then. Nonetheless, Travis Manning leading every lap so far and just putting on a show.
Yeah, an absolute clinic as we currently have.
Oh, man,
Bellum! He was P3. Oh no, he got sideways. Jordan had nowhere to go. Jordan goes around as well.
Dang, that sucks so bad for both of them. They were putting on such a great show there. 93 takes off, but so does the 99. The 99 gets a great restart on the outside of the 93. They're going to go into turn 1, and Travis Manning is going to retake control of this race like it never even left his grasp. Rob Collier now on the rear bumper of him. Going to try to make something happen, but right now Javon Thompson does sink back to P3, coming under attack by Raymond Barkham. A little bit of sideways squirrel action by the 27. It's not going to matter much. Here comes his teammate to the inside into turn 1. He's going to try to take that position. We're talking about P4 right here, and these guys are duking it out like the gladiators. Going into turn 3 now. We're still side by side with the 080 and the 27. These are teammates here as the 080 slams the door shut on the 27. Coming across start finish line and into turn 1 now. That's Kobe Jordan up into P4.
I like the line that Scooter Beavers runs right there up against the wall. Bellum was finding some speed, running a little wider than Matt Yost is. Cisna tried it there for a lap, was able to leg Matt Yost a little bit. So that outside line has worked in a little bit. These guys have found some pace up there as now Cisna throws a real defensive line here into 3. Matt Yost might get to the outside of him off of turn 4. He is. This is going to be a drag race down the start-finish line. Matt Yost and Cisna. Matt Yost to the outside line. I feel like that's where you want to be able to rotate the center. He's going to be still to the outside, still side by side here off of turn 2. He might clear him here, but here comes Scooter B. Oh, he nearly shut the door on him. Incredible here off of turn 2.
We're going to see a great battle here coming off of turn 2. The number 1 car, he's going to have the speed on the outside. Matt Yost is into the wall. Here comes Scott Bellum. He's going to try to overtake the 70 car, Matt Yost. On the outside now, he's still battling the 27 as he's going after the 70 at the same time. Here comes Scott Bellum. He might look to the inside. No, here comes the 27. He's shooting on the inside. Not much he can do there. Coming off of turn 2 now. Here comes Scott Bellum to the inside. Almost contact made with the 27. He was sideways off of turn 2. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Some great battling happening here at Richmond. 5, these guys now really getting into the long run speed as we see Kobe Jordan trying to overtake his teammate going into turn 3 now. Looks like he's going to do it. Kobe Jordan's going to do it from the inside. Coming off of turn 4 now, the 4 car's trying to challenge back on the outside, and the 080 shuts the door on him. Now going into turn 1, we're going to see Matt Yost get into this.
Oh, his Barkham got a little tight. Matt Yost was able to stick his nose in there on the exit of 2 just a little bit, but now here comes Bellum. He's to the outside of Matt Yost. He's been ripping that outside line. It's finally materializing. He's side by side with Matt Yost across the line. Can he continue this momentum on into turn 1? He's going to stay to the outside. He's going to run as hard as he can into the corner. Matt Yost is going to also send it into that corner. They're side by side here off of 2. Bellum is going to prevail. Oh, Matt Yost is sideways off of 2. He saves it, but Bellum's going to take the position. Move Bellum up to P5. Here comes your race leader, Travis Manning. He's on the rear bumper of Matt Yost now, so now it's a big battle here. Trying to stay on the lead lap while battling for position here. As now Matt Yost gets a little tight off of turn 2. Oh, nearly makes wall contact. Manning to the inside. Manning's going to put Matt Yost a lap down here into turn 3. Bellum, he can see him right in his rear view mirror, but now Barkham's playing a little defensive, taking Scooter B's line away here to the center of turns 3 and 4. Where's he go to turns 1 and 2? He's going to go back to the outside, give the bottom to Manning, your race leader. Manning's going to get side by side with Bellum here off of turn 2. This 99 car is on absolute rails. Rocket shipped in the 99 cars. He's going to lap Bellum now, and now try to look to lap Barkham. Here's P4 going a lap down.
Scott Bellum to the inside of the 4 car, coming down the back straightaway now. It's going to be a drag race into turn 3. Scott Bellum on the inside, Raymond Barkham on the outside. We're going to see a reverse roll of what these guys' lines and what they run normally, as Scott Bellum holding very strong on the inside. Now going into turn 1, we're still side by side. These guys duking it out, get real close to the doors off of turn 2. These guys are going to continue to drag race it out, going down the back straightaway. Raymond Barkham still out front. It's crazy. Javon is back into the mix here. Scott Bellum holding on to that P4 at the moment. He's got to set his sights on the car in front of him, Kobe Jordan. The 4 car trying to come back here now with a little bit of a vengeance here. Matt Yost to the inside of Scott Bellum. We're too wide coming across the start-finish line here. We got Javon Thompson coming back and trying to sneak his nose in as he is trying to get his P4 back, his P3 back, as these guys are duking it out coming off of turn 2. We got a drag race here between Scott Bellum and Matt Yost going into turn 3 now. We're still side by side. The 4 car trying to sneak his nose in there for a 3-wide situation. Not gonna happen. Coming across start finish line, Scott Bellum still holding on to that P4 position. Now going into turn 1. This is some craziness that we're witnessing here towards the end of this race. 22 laps to go. Javon Thompson doing a great job on the inside of Scott Bellum now coming off at turn 2. We're going to have a classic drag race coming down the back straightaway now with Scott Bellum on the outside. Scott Bellum really strong on the outside that we have seen pretty much this whole race. Javon Thompson loving that outside lane too. He's in a little bit of a disposition here on where he wants to be on the racetrack. Now going into turn 1, we're going to see Scott Bellum and Javon Thompson continue to duke it out, but it looks like Javon Thompson's going to get that position. He shuts the door on the 1 car. The 93 up to P4 going into turn 3 now.
Now here comes the flagman with the white flag. One more lap to go here at Richmond, the penultimate race in Season 2 of the Motor City Cup. The guy that has pretty much put his stamp on this season has taken control, shown that he is the dominant guy, and this is his championship to win. Puts together an absolute dominant performance here at Richmond. Off of turn 4, Travis Manning is going to win here at Richmond.